FYF Sports, man. We back with another video, man. This had me, you know, this story right here had me a little perturbed, you know. But I saw this video, man, and it said, "Will the professor ever play again?" So I'm assuming when they say that, obviously, he must have took some type of injury. So we just gonna react to this video, man. Hopefully the injury ain't too serious, man. As long as his injury ain't too serious, man, he can bounce back from it and recover, man. It'd be straight, man. Cause you know we grew up watching the professor, man. All the And1 Mixtape videos, man, downloading them, checking them out. I mean, we grew up on this guy, man. He made his name on the And1 scene, and he continued to grow after the fact, man. After the fact. So I appreciate all that he's done for the basketball community. So, you know, again, so hopefully we're going to pray for him. Hopefully this ain't too serious. Before we get started the reaction, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to the video. That's the only way you'll be notified if we drop new content. You know, don't wait around to see the video on your YouTube feed. Hit the notification bell. So when we drop content every day, the only way you keep up with the content that we drop is you got to hit the notification bell, because we dropping videos. We got all, you know, reactions, entertainment, you know, everything you can think of, mini-series videos, documentaries. We doing it here at FYF Sports. The only way you can keep up with it, hit the notification bell so you can stay in tune with all the information we got coming out. But again, we got to get to this video right here. Again, I'm definitely praying that nothing too serious is going on. Hopefully this is, we always hope that when we see something like this, it's just clickbait. But again, when somebody that hoops just as much as the professor does, again, injuries are bound to happen. It happened to me. Happens to almost everybody I know who's played ball for a long time. So hopefully it ain't too crazy. We're gonna go ahead and get to the video.
Professor lied.
Good, y'all. That didn't look good. That didn't look good. Ooh, that didn't look good. I almost know what that is. Ooh. Man.
I went straight to the ER in Miami, but the test proved inconclusive. So they put me in a boot and they sent me back to California for more tests. And the worst part about it is, I still didn't know what the injury was, but I knew it was bad.
So what brings you to the ER?
I think I tore my ankle to some extent playing basketball.
It's always basketball. Always basketball.
I didn't even hear what he said.
So basically in Miami, I was playing ball and I just like made a move to explode one way. My foot kind of like slipped on the pavement. It felt like somebody kicked my leg out from under me.
Ooh, he said the key word, y'all.
My right foot is just swelling up really crazy.
Ooh, he said the key word, man. That ain't good. He said the key word that I didn't want to hear, man. When I saw this injury, obviously the first thing that came to my mind was just the way he broke down and fell. It just reminds me of an Achilles injury. Now, me, myself, and my playing career, I've dealt with Achilles injuries. Luckily, it was never a full tear, but I did deal with like a partial tear or like a strain of my Achilles. So I've kind of dealt with like the recovery involved in it. Recovery from a strain or a partial tear is the same as a full tear. So man, he said once, and like that's the same thing Kevin Durant said when Kevin Durant broke down in the NBA Finals. He said it felt like somebody kicked him in the back of the leg, man. I really hope, but you never know. Sometimes it could be a calf. So again, we just gonna play the video, man. But it's sad to see somebody get injured like this, especially somebody who does so much for the basketball community.
This went down while we were playing in Miami. It was weird because he kind of got upset. Like he got kicked, and his instant thought was someone was pissed off at him and like threw the ball at him, and he fell. But when I saw it from my point of view, he just fell, and it didn't even look like he tripped. It was a weird fall. He just hit the ground and just laid on his back, and he was upset, like, why'd someone kick me? But everyone looked at him like he was crazy. No one touched him. He just fell.
I had a hunch that it was some sort of like Achilles injury or ankle or pole or calf or something in that area, but I really didn't know.
Mr. Boucher?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Dr. May I take a look at it?
Of course.
There's still a bruise and it's still swollen.
Yeah.
And any pain, actually. No pain in the
Ooh, that thing is swollen up too.
I'm just scared, you know what I mean? It kind of makes me a little
Ooh,
bit
that thing
anxious,
is
you know,
swollen.
this.
Even when I got hurt, child, it wasn't swollen like that.
Focus spiritually and mentally and really just strategically plot out the future. So today we're actually going to meet with the doctor who's going to review the MRI results and be able to tell us, you know, exactly what's going on with my foot.
All right, so this is the MRI of the ankle. This is looking at like if you slice from left to right. This gap here is where the tear is. All this bright white is inflammation. So he's got a gap, it's about an inch gap there. For those type of athletes, basketball players, football players, high impact athletes, this is a bad injury. So the recovery is long. Their explosiveness is always affected. It's not something that you bounce back not only quick from, but you know, the same. If you look at guys in the NBA who've torn their Achilles, they never quite come back the same. Dominique Wilkins, when he tore his, he had to change his game a little bit. He became more of a jump shooter. Kobe, you know, when he tore his, wasn't dunking as much. Those guys, their game changes. So, you know, I'll just double check it here.
No, no doubt.
You can even feel, you usually can feel.
Yeah. That hurts. I'm probably more scared than it actually hurts.
So, all right, you can sit up, boss. Sure. So the MRI, I looked at the MRI. It is a full tear of the Achilles. Okay?
Man, full tear of the Achilles, y'all.
Hearing the words "full tear of the Achilles."
Hey man, you know what? Then when you hear that though, so when you hear full tear of the Achilles, it's the same thing with me when I had my injury. It's just like, and I didn't have a full tear, but it's just about just get the diagnosis out of the way. All right, that's all we want to do. Just get the diagnosis out of the way so we can just get to recovering. Because as a hooper, what you're doing is you looking at the calendar saying, when can I get back on the court? And this man makes a living off of hooping. So for him, it's just about how quickly can I recover? How quickly can I get back to doing not what I love, but also what I do, you know, to put food on the table. So, man, it's a sad situation, especially to a guy like this, man. And like, this dude is so positive, man. He does so much for the community. I even saw a video of this guy going into a prison hooping with some of those guys, helping lift up their spirits. And you don't see too many hoopers, whether it's pros, And1 ballers, street ballers. You don't see too many people actually going out and doing that. This man actually went and did it. So, man, I hate to see something like this happen to him.
It's pretty devastating, honestly. Most pros that have this injury never fully recover. So the thing in my head at this point is, are my playing days over? I mean, I know I'll be able to heal up, you know, play at a certain capacity, but will I be able to play at a high level ever again? Will I be able to break ankles and like play how I want to play? Tough to say.
You're never, this leg is never the same.
Mm-hmm. Interesting to know that it never gets fully equal strength.
Never full strength. Even with surgery, it's not full strength.
How does that work for players that get back playing ball? How do they fare?
Kobe.
And that's true, yeah. Your game definitely will change after an Achilles injury, even if it's just mild, partial. Like, the main thing when you're dealing with an Achilles injury, it's the mental aspect of it when you come back. The mental, man. When you come back, you always thinking about, if you feel any little bit of pain down there, it throws you off.
Surgery center, day of the operation, 6:45 a.m. Feeling a little nervous, you know, naturally, obviously going in for a surgery. Last night, didn't get much rest. I probably only slept like 30 minutes to an hour. But I'm really just looking forward to getting it over with, you know what I mean? And being on the healing side, getting over the hump of surgery, and just getting home, and then just now knowing that, like, okay, my Achilles is attached. Now it's time to heal.
Yeah, we pulled up about 6 and just came in, signed some paperwork. Came in here, changed into this gown, gave me this IV. I've had a bunch of IVs.
Yeah, they got to wait on that surgery. They'll do the surgery when the inflammation goes down so they can get in there and repair the tear. I mean, the surgery for the most part is pretty simple once you do the surgery.
I was in Africa, so they had to give it a shot every hour, like a bunch of IVs.
You feeling?
Looking forward to getting home, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Let's go, man.
Hey, I'm doing well. You ready?
As good as I can, yeah.
All right, let's get you fixed up. All right, so make an incision just off to the side of the Achilles. We don't make it right on the Achilles, so you don't get any skin irritation there. Take the 2 ends of the tendon. We'll put some suture on the one end, And then, like I said, either we'll anchor it down to the heel bone, or open up the other side and put suture in on that end as well, and then just tie the two together. That call I'll make, in surgery.
Sure.
Whatever I think is the best. The pain after something like this, the first couple days are pretty intense, and then after that, it's real minimal.
Really?
Yeah, so that's the nice thing.
Pretty intense. What is that?
Pretty intense for the first couple days, almost like when it first happened.
It popped.
Yeah.
When it popped, didn't feel good. But I almost feel like it happened so fast, I don't even remember the pain.
The adrenaline too, right?
Yeah, I just remember being on the ground and foot was swollen. Like I knew I couldn't put any weight on it because I could just feel it swell up. But then, since then, just swelling. Okay. I heard from some ex-players that the rehab and everything was really painful, and they made the mistake of coming back to it.
Hey, that's fact, y'all, man. Whenever you recovering, if anybody had Achilles injury, man, the rehab hurts, man. Like, and again, I just had a mild Achilles injury, but when you tear, what you have to do is you have to rebuild all those fibers that connect you. So basically, they have you doing exercises to tear up some of those fibers that connect your tendon, your Achilles tendon. And the goal is to make those fibers grow back straight up and down, because when you tear your Achilles or when you partially tear it, those fibers are looking like spaghetti going up your leg. None of them are straight. It's causing all kinds of problems. So you got to re-tear all those fibers by doing certain types of, like, they call it like eccentric exercises to re-tear them fibers, which hurts. And then you got to allow it to re-heal correctly. So he's in for a long, the worst part of what he's going to have to deal with is the not just the recovery from the surgery, it's just going to be the therapy to get you back into shape.
You can re-tear it or injure something else.
Got you.
So, honestly, the hardest part about it is the time and dedication.
Got you. He's actually that guy.
And this is the correct leg?
Yeah, right foot.
All right, I'm going to mark it here.
Yeah, hopefully you get the right one.
The right one is the right one?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Sounds good. We'll take good care of you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you guys after.
I pray that everything goes smoothly, be with Grayson, supernatural healing again, and in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. All right, bro.
All right, guys.
All right. Going in for surgery. Catch you guys in a couple hours.
Yeah, Grayson just got wheeled off to surgery a couple minutes ago. Right now, he's in surgery. I'm just trying to keep prayers up and hope the best for the surgery. But this is a big deal, honestly. It's a little nerve-wracking to see like where his career is going to go after this.
Yeah, so the surgery went really well. So we used the anchors, which is nice.
Oh, nice.
So I've treated college athletes before with Achilles ruptures, but never anyone like Grayson, who I actually knew and kind of followed when I was in college. I was a big And1 fan. Truly blessed and privileged to be in the position I am to use my skills to help Grayson. And we used a newer technique to fix his Achilles, so that was exciting to get to do that, for him. Always got to stay ready.
Ours is on the side of the table?
Yeah, it's in the parking lot.
Okay, so we're gonna go out the side.
Cool.
Watch out on the right way.
You got a sacrifice?
All right, got the operation done. Now it's rest and recovery. That's where we're at.
Man, that's crazy right there, man. Hey, prayers to Professor, man, for a speedy recovery, man. Dealing with an Achilles tendon tear, man. Doing what he does best, going out and playing street ball with people and fans in the community, man. So again, man, if y'all know the Professor, man, go hit him up on this channel, man. Let him know that y'all with him, because I know that everybody I know that everybody who watches this channel, man, a lot of you guys grew up on Streetball. A lot of you guys grew up on And1 basketball. And a lot of you guys are familiar with who the professor is. So again, that man, like I said, I kind of left me speechless for most of the reaction, man, just because I hate seeing other people suffer like that, man. And then just kind of knowing what he has to go through. The good thing about it is that with all the technology out there, especially with these Achilles injuries, they've made the surgery so that you can come back close to 100%. So when we see guys like Kevin Durant, man, go down with this type of injury, I have confidence that these guys can come back and be close to themselves, primarily because, again, this technology has gotten so crazy. You know, even with just the rehab, some of the exercises that they have you doing, the understanding that they have of just the tendon itself and your calf muscle and how it works, man. These doctors know what they're doing. So I like the fact that the doctor actually knew him, actually followed him, so he was kind of invested in himself. And when you have a doctor like that, man, only good things can happen. Guys, let me know what you think about this. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think about this, man, because again, we seeing one of the legends go down with an injury, man. Another legend go down with an injury. But make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We're gonna be back with more reactions. Keep Professor in your prayers. FYF Sports. We out.